Hello, lovely people of the world.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
Justin, Sarah, and in today's video, we'll talk about our trip to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Can you see? Amsterdam. Our next port off of the 7-night Europe cruise ship was the port of Amsterdam. Watch our previous videos. Our very first, part 1 of our European tour was our 3 nights in Paris. Part 2 was our day in Belgium. And today you're watching part 3, which is our day in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Ooh, did I fit the heart perfectly? The moment we docked at the port of Amsterdam, we were on the hunt for my mother's cousins because she apparently had some relatives there in Amsterdam who took the day off of work or moved their work schedules around just to greet us and meet us. At least for me, I felt like I was meeting them for the second time. Apparently they had known me when I was younger. It was cold. I think it was the coldest of the countries that we've been to. We met up with Mom's cousin. Mom got all emotional, but from my perspective, she looked really, really happy. They started going on in their chicken language. I call it chicken language because it wasn't the Tagalog or typical Filipino language.
Disrespectful to chickens.
I know. They were speaking in their native language, province-wise in the Philippines. So it's not the publicly known Filipino language. It's the Pangalatok dialect. It sounds very similar to chickens chatting. Like, I'm not even kidding you. So I understood parts of it because I did end up going to college there, her province in the Philippines itself. So I kind of understood, but I could never speak the language. We knew they had an itinerary worked out for us, for our stay there. Our cousins, who had planned an itinerary, did not pre-warn us that we were going to illegally go through, what do you call these? Like the ticketing... Gates?
At the train station?
At the train station, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So everyone else were putting their passes in onto this machine and the door opens.
And then it only allows one person in
Right.
or through at a time.
And then your mom's cousins told us, okay, when somebody put the pass in, you run
Right after
behind
them.
really close.
Oh my goodness. Illegal. Of course, we were kind of shocked because like Justin and our mom, we're not pre-warned, but mom just went with the flow. She's probably used to doing illegal stuff when she was younger. Who knows?
And I was thinking, but honey, we don't have tickets. We don't have tickets.
And I'm like, honey, shut up and just go with the flow. So yeah, we just made a run for it. Every time someone puts their pass on. But I think mom's cousins actually had their passes. The problem was they had to figure out a way to squeeze us 3 through. So myself, Justin, and my mom. So it was just nerve-wracking for me. If we need to buy passes to go through these ticket gates, let's get them. We don't mind spending money. We just didn't want to get arrested. Do you know what I mean? Probably gonna get arrested now after we divulge this, but our first stop was at Dunkin' Donuts because mom's other cousin. So she met up with 2 of her cousins, and then her third one was just coming back from work. So we were told to meet her at Dunkin' Donuts. She wasn't there yet at the time, so I decided to grab a coffee. There was that shared washroom, which boggled my mind like crazy. And we have women right there and men right there. That's basically the washroom in Amsterdam. I guess anything is possible here, hey? So fun. It was like only one shared sink in that area. So I was like, phenomenal, honey. So, like, there's so many things that are going through my mind. I was like, oh, boo, this would be the perfect place to go honeymooning in, you know? You could actually fulfill any fantasy. This is PG-13, kids. Any kids watching, maybe cut it out give me a minute. So I was like, boo, for those people who have those fantasies of, like, you know, getting wild in the washroom, this would be the place to do it.
At Dunkin' Donuts.
At Dunkin' Donuts washroom. Obviously one of our cousins placed the order and she spoke in Dutch. You speak Dutch? You're a Filipino, you speak Dutch? Really, really impressive. Yes, free washrooms at Dunkin' Donuts. This is important for us to note because the very next place we went to eat at within Amsterdam wasn't free. So once Mom's third cousin showed up, we went for a bit of a walk and picture taking and, you know, catching up on life and stuff. We went to Burger King for lunch. Of course, Justin and I had to order burgers that had flavors that we didn't have here in Calgary. So we're like, ugh, our Burger King doesn't have that flavor. I'm gonna get that jalapeno barbecue or something like that. Well, if I'm gonna have fries with my burger, I'm gonna need to wash my hands. So I wanted to go wash my hands, but then I noticed that it was locked. So oh, maybe somebody's using it. And then one of Mom's cousins was like, no, it's let me ask the attendant. So she went up ahead and asked one of the people sweeping the floor in Burger King. It's like, how do we get into the washroom? Is somebody in there? It's like, oh, you have to pay €1, is it? €1 to use. And she's like, are you kidding me? Why? We're customers. We're paying customers. We paid for our food. We're sitting here to eat. It's like a dine-in. You still need to charge us to use the washroom? And all she needs to do is wash her hands. And it's like, yeah, well, it's not my rules, and, you know, that's just the way it has always been here. And she's like, oh, that's ridiculous. And then a woman stepped out of the washroom, I think, and that's when my cousin held the door open and said, okay, Sarah, hurry up, go wash your hands. And then the guy, the employee over there was like, yeah, you can't do that. She has to, well, you guys have to pay. And then my cousin was like really firm. She's like, it's okay, hurry up, Sarah. It's okay. She's holding the door saying, hurry up, Sarah, hurry up. She's just washing her hands. What, you need to charge her to wash her hands? It's not like she's using the toilet. She's not wasting much water, you know. It's fine. She's done. See, she's done. She went like that. So I washed my hands really quick and I made her run for it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to get her into trouble.
And then we were walking through the street marketplace. They're selling a bunch of magnets and souvenirs, and then I got something.
Oh!
For you.
For me?
Tulips.
So sweet. How are these tulips surviving? How are these still nice and bright and surviving? Look at that. Truth is, they're fake. Fake tulips. Well, they still look real, even at the stem ends. Like, come on. And they look so real. So I told Justin, I was like, honey, we need to get us some of these for our kitchen table so that he doesn't keep buying me fresh tulips and, you know, spending too much money. I'm like, boo, it's okay. You know, I love my tulips, but at least these will save us money for the rest of our lives. Honey, show them your shirt. So this is a souvenir that he got.
I thought we already showed them.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
And nothing but the thing. Oh. And our relatives, they actually got us this. I don't know if you could see. There we go. That's like a windmill, the famous
And it
windmill.
spins.
And it spins. Isn't that cool? Damn sure that's cool. And they're famous for these like ceramic shoes. I don't know if you could see it.
No, those are supposed to be wooden shoes.
Or wooden? Whoops. Wooden shoes. It was just so cool there. Like, I was so blown away when I saw how many tulips was in Amsterdam. I don't know whether my cousin was just pulling my leg or not, but she's like, you came to Amsterdam at the perfect day. It's tulip day. So I'm like, oh, cool. So I fell for it at the time, but now that I think about it, I'm like,
Every day is a tulip day in Amsterdam.
Was there a tulip day? I don't know. That would seem like way too many tulips for them to be pulling out for one day. But yeah. Oh, and I think Amsterdam is also famous for its cheese.
I was gonna say bicycle.
Bicycle.
Everybody there is riding a bicycle. Next to the train station, there is probably 1,000 bicycles locked up.
You got bikes parked, like a bike parking lot. It was crazy. I was like, damn, these people here must be really fit. Cheese. They have so many different kinds of cheese there. Honey, you're missing out. You got face. With the couple, I mean, couple.
Magpo-picture tayo malahat yan.
There was a woman that just walked up to Mom and her cousins. because they were sitting behind us and facing the other direction on a marble slab that we were sitting on indoors. This is inside the train station, but in the mall segment of it. And yeah, that woman came up to Mom and said, what? Do you believe in God or something? I can't remember. She started off like that. And Mom's like, yeah. And then like, okay, do you go to church? And she's like, sometimes when we have time. I was like, stop lying, Mom. You don't go to church. Come on. What are you doing? But, I just let her. And then the woman was like, okay, well, let's do a little prayer, okay, guys? And since we all believe in God, we all go to church. So then she started asking my mom and her cousins to all join hands with this lady stranger. And then she started saying a prayer. And then Mom and all were like all weirded out. And then as soon as the prayer was done, she was like, go in peace. We're sisters now. We're sisters now. I was like, okay. She's like, okay, bye. And then she walked away. And I'm like, okay, are you saying that people just randomly approach you and say a little prayer with you? Is that how this works here? I mean, I'm not trying to generalize. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of wonderful people in Amsterdam, but that was just a weird experience for us.
So we walked away from the train station and we wanted to get back to the train station. And Sarah's mom's cousin said, let's take the tram. And said, when somebody puts their pass and opens the tram door, you stick really close to them and then
make a run for it.
Make a run to get inside the tram. I was saying, but honey, we don't have tickets.
And I remember saying, honey, shush, and just go with the flow, just shush it. And so then I dragged him with me. Oh my God, our family of illegals. It was just that experience that was kind of frustrating and scary to me. I was like, why do we have to go through this? Why can't we be like paying customers like the rest of them? You have to be fair. I felt really bad.
I'm sure the tram ticket isn't that expensive, maybe €3 tops.
Maybe. But I don't know, my cousins Mom's cousins, well, I guess my cousins too. They were really adamant, like, yeah, just follow us. Okay, really quick. Okay, good, you did great. As soon as we got in, did great. And then I remember one of the cousins saying, yeah, we're lucky we picked a tram that had no conductor, because if there was a conductor here, yeah, he would ask to check our passes and stuff. We're like, I swear she made me even more nervous now. I was like, oh my God, and our next stop, if we don't get off, a conductor will be getting back on. So yeah, scary. But we made it without getting caught. We're probably gonna get penalized now. And then these stores, by the way, that I was talking about, that we had gone through to look at souvenirs, they had, like, I kid you not, there was no sign that said 18 and above only to enter the store, and you could just enter and then you see XXX photos, XXX
toys, videos,
outfits, you name it. What are you gonna do with that? And there were also not just XXX stuff, there were like marijuana this, marijuana that. So they had marijuana cookies, marijuana hash browns, marijuana lollipops, candies, mints, you name it, they had it right there over the counter. So we're like, should we be taking some home to my brother? Sure. And then Justin had to instill some reality. He was like, hey honey, they're gonna confiscate all of these at the Canadian customs border. And not only are they gonna confiscate, they're gonna fine us. So I was like, okay, maybe not yet. Maybe we'll wait till marijuana is super duper legal here. So,
which is in July of this year.
So we went to the Amsterdam city proper and we had some Chinese. So good. Except their spices were like extra over the top spicy. Do you remember that? Their chili sauce? So yeah, right after having some Chinese dinner in Amsterdam, we went to Justin's favorite place in the whole wide world.
It's called the Red Light District in Amsterdam.
Look at that smirk on his face. I couldn't wipe that smirk on his face. Look at that right there.
I had this smile on my face the whole time.
The whole time.
We're not supposed to take any photos or videos there. There are signs everywhere saying no photos.
For those of you who don't really know or haven't heard of the famous red light district in Amsterdam, so basically these are rooms with glass doors that are lining the streets or aisles or back alleys of Amsterdam. It had like a red fluorescent light over top of each glass door, and there were curtains drawn. So once the women are ready, there's a woman behind each glass door. She opens the curtains. She's kind of underdressed, basically in her underwear. Lucky for Justin, not topless and not bottomless. So she was just in a two-piece or in a one-piece or in a sexy lingerie. Each of these women, they just, for your entertainment or for your eyes only, I guess. Or not really your eyes only, because I have seen a few men kind of go through the glass doors with invitation or consent from some of these women, and then that's when they close the curtains, and then you have no idea what the heck goes on behind there. Not even Justin gets to know what the heck goes on behind there.
I have no idea what goes on.
Look how depressed he looks now. Look at that face. So anyway, that's the way he looked at me the entire time we were walking there. He was like, just making sure that I was okay with him staring at some of these women. And I'm like, it's okay, honey. You can go through each of the glass door if you want. He's like, no, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Oh, honey. You're so shy. Not really. He looked shy, but he was actually like, as we were passing by, he was like, he just wouldn't let it go. So I'm like, do we need to slow our pace more? He's like, oh, no, that's fine. It's okay. I could catch up. It's okay. At least he had fun there. That's what's important.
Next episode, we'll talk about Hamburg,
Germany. Yes. So stay tuned for that, and we hope you enjoyed this video today, you guys. If you haven't subscribed to us already, please hit the subscribe button below if you're interested. And for those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. We heart you. We love, love, love our YouTube families out there and friends and supporters. Mwah. Hit the like button as well. Follow us.
Facebook and Instagram.
And hopefully you don't ever get tired of us, because we sure love you guys and we love sharing our story with the world. So, mwah. Have an awesome, terrific, lovely day, you guys.
Alright, thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.